Okay, like I said in my Best of May countdown, I've only seen 10 films. 8 of them I liked, 2 of them I did not like. And so, I have a very short Worst of May list by only mentioning 2 films. But of course, since I've only seen 10 films of May, there's a lot of stinkers, or potential stinkers, that I missed. And so I'm going to list off a few that I didn't see that probably could make this list if I had seen them. Now, as a disclaimer, I haven't seen a lot of these straight-to-DVD films, which could be complete hits or complete misses. So I have no idea whether they're going to be hit or miss for me, so I'm just going to list them off. The Horde, Bite, Most Likely to Die, The Trust, I Am Wrath, Restoration, and a few bigger movies that did come out in theaters that I haven't seen yet that could be complete misses, which is The Darkness, The Do-Over, which is an Adam Sandler movie from Netflix, though I do have to admit it looked a little better than, well, it has to look better than The Ridiculous Six, which was really awful. So I'm sure it's better than that, so I don't know whether I'm going to actually like this Adam Sandler movie or I'm going to hate it. But judging from all the hate, I could possibly dislike it, so I'm going to mention it. So yeah, there's only 2 movies in May that I disliked, and my number 2 is Alice Through the Looking Glass. Now, if you've seen my review, I have said that this movie does feel like it would work on paper. There are many elements of it that I would like in other films, many elements that feel like they have potential, definitely would work on paper, but unfortunately it's a Wonderland movie, and a lot of the same craft in making a film and trying to make a coherent film, and one that has meaning, one that has character building, one that tries to put some realism in it, doesn't make much sense for a Wonderland film that's supposed to be kooky, supposed to be crazy, supposed to be completely mad. Which is one of the aspects I loved from the Tim Burton Alice in Wonderland movie, because I did feel it was kooky, I did feel that it was crazy, bizarre, and for me, it worked. Alice Through the Looking Glass feels like it throws all that out the window to try to have a more meaningful story, to try to build character, build side characters, but it doesn't work for an Alice in Wonderland film, I feel. So for me, Alice Through the Looking Glass was a 2-star movie, which is not nearly as bad as my Worst of May, which is currently one of my worst films of the year that I've seen. My number 1 worst film of May, straight-to-DVD film, it's a sequel, Kindergarten Cop 2. I thought when this movie was announced, I thought it was a complete joke. I thought, oh, this is just a rumor, this really isn't going to happen. I didn't even know it existed until it came out, or actually, I learned a week after it came out, and I thought, this can't be real, but it is. And it's as bad as you might think it would be. Now, it's not a complete, horrible, utter trash. This is not a 0-star movie. This is more of a 1-star movie for me. It does have potential. It does have elements that were from the first one that did work. It's just to a lesser degree in this one. And there are just plenty of stupid things that just make it too kid-friendly and make it not as gritty as the first one was. The first one felt more like an action film. The first one felt more like, oh, he's in this kid-friendly family situation where he has to play off as a kindergarten teacher, but it had a grittiness and a more 90s action to it that made it feel like a legitimate mystery, action, detective movie, rather than just a family-friendly film, which Kindergarten Cop 2 kind of is. Kindergarten Cop 2, easily the worst movie I've seen so far in May, and even all those dishonorable mentions that I mentioned that I have not seen, I don't think any of them could be as bad as Kindergarten Cop 2 was for me. So those were the 2 worst films of May that I've so far seen. What is the worst film that you've seen in May 2016? Go ahead and comment below. And if you like this countdown and you want to see more, check out my countdowns of 2015 and 2016, along with my movie reviews of these movies and other movies from 2015 and 2016. As always, this is Bruce Gifford, and this was Just My Opinion.